Sam Dorsey, he of the antic mind and mad guitar skills himself, introduced guitarist Thibault Cauvin as not the Thibault who was just traded to the Jets, and the Tidewater Classical Guitar Society concert at the Chrysler Museum Theater March 23rd was off to the races. This Thibault, a 27-year-old Parisian guitarist, bears an interesting resemblance to the American actor James Franco, feathery mustache and all. Cauvin launched into two of Astor Piazzolla's Angel songs. Milonga del Angel begins slowly, thoughtfully, with a meditative feel and pianissimo ending. The second part is more rhythmic and percussive. Muerte del Angel is a tango fugue in a very romantic jazz idiom, punctuated by harmonics, all taken with great clarity, even at speed. Cauvin shifted gears into night and day, transcriptions of two classics arranged by Tunisian-French Roland Dian. The familiar melody of Billy Strayhorn's iconic Take the A-Train had walking percussive effects underneath and mellow jazz riffs on top, with changing rhythms and Cauvin's hands all over the fretboard like agitated spiders. Very cool. Felicidade by Antonio Carlos Jobim set a rhythmic pattern before adding the melody with interesting harmonizations, dynamic changes, and unusual technique throughout. Cauvin's father, Philippe, himself a guitarist and composer, had written a piece about the death of his mother, who died when he was young. In Journey to the Edge of Infinity, flights of fancy like fluttering birds whispered over an odd chord progression and simple arpeggios. There was a subtly unsettling, obsessive quality in bright little shards of melody played on high harmonics. Just gorgeous. The rhythms changed, got busier and faster, driving to a sudden quiet, ending with a soft percussive ramp on the side of the guitar. Cauvin had asked his father to write a little encore and got 40 pages covered with notes and playing directions. It took weeks to learn, and one can readily see why. The untitled work uses every part of the guitar, strings, fretboard, sides, front, neck, back, headstock, to produce extraordinary percussive accompaniment to what was going on in the strings. And then there'd be little motifs of quietly melodic jazz with little riffs of percussion, and then boom, back to the wild percussive effects. It's probably safe to say you've never seen anything like it. I certainly hadn't. And I wondered briefly, don't his hands hurt after all that? The final work was Carlo Domeniconi's Koyun Baba, with its declarative, even high notes and rippling pools of sound in very modern harmonies. Romantic melodies with caressed bass notes sounded like drops of silver rising into fast Arab-sounding intensity. I kept thinking Isaac Albéniz and Philip Glass meet up in a Turkish jazz bar. At any rate, Thibault Cauvin was riveting from beginning to end, très French, très moderne, and definitely très cool. From the other side of the Footlights, I'm M.D. Ridge.